Hi, kindergarten. It's Mr. Henderson and another Wednesday computer and technology class for November 25th. For today, we are going to once again take a look at a website called ABC. And now, let's think about this for a second. Have we gone on the same website every single week? That answer is no. We've used many different websites so far this year. But do we sometimes go on the same website for different things over and over again, or a couple times, or more regularly? And that's yes, we do. ABC is a site that has dozens or hundreds, that's many, many different things that you can do that all have to do with something to do with education or technology or fun things, learning things, and things that are really good for kindergartners. So it's a site that we use a lot. It's not the only site we use. We don't use it every week, but we do a lot there in our kindergarten year. So this week we're going back to ABC again. If you're not, everybody usually likes ABC, but if you're not a fan of ABC, we'll be using something else next week. Now we've done this enough where I think you know that to get to ABC, you could do it a couple different ways. You could click in the address bar of a web browser like Chrome and go to abc.com. Or if you just typed ABC, you could find it as a search result. And last but not least, if you had a mom or dad or anybody helping you get you to our school's homepage, there's always that website, Weymouth Porta Portal, right here from the link on the left that you could use to click and get to my link list. And the very first one at the top center is ABC with a little happy face by it. So you could do it without any typing and just click. Now, we get to ABC and for today, we're going to talk a little bit about how ABC has some holiday things. Now, in this time of year, there are a lot of holidays that go on. We just passed what would be mostly like Halloween in the fall. We are now at Thanksgiving time, and in just a few more weeks, we'll be at the time for Hanukkah, Christmas, other New Year's, and other celebrations. So this is a time of year with lots of different holidays. And ABC has different activities for a lot of those holidays. The one thing about ABC is that it sometimes can be a little tricky to find everything that you want about something or just the right thing about something, and I'll show you why. If I go to ABC and I'm thinking, okay, I'm a kindergartner or I want something for kindergartners to do, so I'm going to click on grade K. I could go down and there's a whole section. I could either use my wheel and go down or just use this shortcut button up here. There's a whole section on the holidays. So I'm going to use that shortcut button, but it's the same thing as if I use my wheel and I go up and down. So I'm going to find that section on holidays or holiday games. And when I look through, I do see a lot. I see Christmas. I see some things about Halloween, some things about Hanukkah, a lot about Christmas, a little Easter, a little Valentine's Day, making a snowman. All of these are holiday things that you can do. But what's maybe just a little bit tricky, or can be a little confusing at first, is that these are not all of the holiday things that you can do. They're just the holiday ones that they pulled out specifically for kindergarten. But you might be able to find that you can do some holiday things that aren't included here, that you can find some other ones. And we'll talk about that in a second. Now, if you wanted to make an Easter egg for this time of year, you could. Even though we're a little past it, we've talked about making those pumpkin carvings, and if you wanted to do that, you could. But what might be a little bit more appropriate for this time of year is they have where you could decorate a house with Christmas lights, do the dreidel, dreidel, dreidel song, make a gingerbread house to make a Christmas tree, a game called Super Santa Jr., make a snowman, write a letter to Santa Claus, things like that that have to do with this time of year. And those would all be great things for you to try out. If you noticed, there wasn't anything here about Thanksgiving. But I promise there are things on this site about Thanksgiving. How would we find them? Well, let's use our back button and go back to the main ABC homepage, or I could click right here where it says ABC and has its logo. From here, I'm going to show you two more ways. And that's the thing we have to get used to on computers is that with almost everything you think of on a computer that people can do, there's not just one way to do it. There's usually two, three, or many ways that you can do just about anything on a computer. It's different options for different ways that work best for you or that you like or that are convenient. So, let's talk about one option here. Do you see how right here it's been moving as I've been sitting here talking? There's like a scrolling highlighted section right here. And there's a couple different things that it has, but you'll see that it'll get around to this one on its own. Or I could use these arrows and move it on my own, that it has an entire section called Happy Thanksgiving, and it's highlighted here because it's that time of year. If you come back here, say January 15th, February into March, that's not going to still be highlighted here. It's going to change. But for right now, we can click and we can find different Thanksgiving activities that you guys can do, right? And if I go ahead and scroll down, it shows me all kinds of fun Thanksgiving things that I could try. Coloring pages, word searches, a crossword puzzle, a Thanksgiving challenge, and a few others that are fun to do for Thanksgiving. You could try those. And last but not least, another way to get somewhere, if I go back to my ABCA homepage by clicking my back button or the ABCA logo right here, is that there is this search box. Maybe a little bit tricky at first, but especially if you have somebody helping you out today or helping you when you do your schoolwork, if you work on typing the word Thanksgiving in there, and that's THANKSGIVING, and then I hit my enter or return key, you're going to see that it brings up pretty much those same results we found before in a different way. But it's just another way to do it, and this might be good for once Thanksgiving's over and it doesn't have this here on the home page anymore. If you wanted to find one of those things, that it's going to make it easier and more convenient for you too. So, for today, for computer class, if you have a chance, if you want to try some of the holiday things. They can be really fun. They can help us practice using a computer, sometimes learn a little bit about holidays, or make something creative that's fun to do for the seasons that we're in. It could be about Thanksgiving, could be about Christmas, could be about some other one that's related for this time of year. You can get to those in the way we said, and I really hope you enjoy it. I hope that you have a good time. I hope that you like doing it, and you guys have a great Thanksgiving weekend, and I'll see you next week.